When we lose our imagination, we lose that freedom to express who we are. Our imagination is what can take all of our inward works and express it outwardly to others, and to share our voice and our opinions and our life and our story. And when we lose that, we stifle ourselves and we don't grow. When we use our imagination as an adult, we free those thoughts. We free any anxiety. We free any of those negative feelings. We free the freedom that we feel. We free the joy. We free all of the different emotions that we are inside. And that is so important when we can express that imagination as an adult, and even do it with that childlike, whimsical feeling. Here we are in the middle of a pandemic. My state, Colorado, is on fire. And as I sit outside thinking about reimagining, ashes are literally falling on my head. Now that is a world that I never could actually imagine exists, yet it's existing. When I think about reimagining my voice and reimagining my power, it makes me think about all of the things that may have kept me from feeling that freedom to actually imagine. So one of the things that I want to ask you is, when did you stop imagining? When did that creativity and that whimsical freedom that you had as a kid stop? When did you feel stifled by that? I think for me, it's been in different stages of my life. It might have been a teacher who told me I wasn't good at something. Right there, I kind of shut my mind off from actually even trying, because I felt like, well, why even try to do this if this person is telling me I'm not good at it? And at that time, it was in 7th grade math class, I kind of stopped there, and I actually listened to this person and let this teacher stifle me to move further in seeing that I can actually accomplish things. And it's so interesting that we definitely get to a point in our life where we stop listening to others who are trying to hold us down. But where is that, and what does it take to get to the point where you can actually stop listening to what the world may think, keeping you from being who you are? I think for me, what it really was my faith. My faith, believing that I am so loved and that I am created for a purpose, and that I am never alone, and I have this God who just loves me unconditionally and can show me that freedom and that strength and that courage to try anything. But there were many, many, many years where I didn't know that, where I didn't feel that, where I didn't experience that. And it was in that experience that I stopped imagining. It is in that experience where I kind of felt like I had hit my ceiling, and this is who I am and this is where I'm gonna be. But when I rediscovered that relationship, I began to reimagine my voice, reimagine my power, and reimagine who I am on the inside, to be free to express that outwardly. And there was no fear in that. That was one of the biggest things that has changed my life, is stepping into that faith and believing that. And now I am 45 years old, and I can't not imagine. I can't imagine what it feels like to have that stifled feeling inside. And I think that my hope for everybody is to know just how loved we are, and how our minds and our hearts and our souls are meant to imagine and create the world of opportunities and of possibilities that we turn into reality. That is so cool. I love the word reimagine. I love thinking about reimagining what our world would be with peace, with no division. I don't know if that's something that will ever happen here on this earthly world, and it's definitely something that I hope for. And I know a lot of people who hope for that too. But where does that start? It starts in that healing of our own hearts and our own minds and our own souls, and in imagining what life is like in that freedom and knowing where that freedom comes from. That is such an exciting part of life. I know that I belong, and I am loved, and I can soar, and nothing, no one can tell me different. Reimagine what life can be if you knew that freedom in the world was yours. And awesome.